tragedy upending the federal campaign, the leaders addressing the deadly vehicle incident in Vancouver.
I would like to offer my deepest condolences and my wishes for strength and compassion in this tragic time.
Our hearts are with you today. All Canadians are united in solidarity with the Filipino community.
We cannot imagine the depth of your grief, but know this, you do not grieve alone.
Many of the parties changing schedules. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh attending a Filipino church service in Vancouver, while others work to show up support on the eve of the vote. A full day of whistle stops in Ontario for the Conservatives.
Who's voting for homes and food you can afford for a change?
And now the final poll in this campaign from Ipsos, exclusive for Global News, shows the Liberals hold a 4-point lead over the Tories heading into Election Day.
As many as 10% of people make up their mind when they're walking into the voting booth. So there's still a lot to play for here, and 4% is not a huge...
So Canada has their elections today. Canada has their elections today. Well, people, I slept on this situation last night, this tragic event. This guy gets in his vehicle and he plows through as they were celebrating Filipino culture. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Monday. Happy Monday, April 28th of 2025, 9:23 in the a.m. Let's say it together. Praise God, for whom all blessings flow. People, I did more research last night, and I promised you guys I would do a follow-up. I was looking for something because when I did my video yesterday, I had pointed out that I had seen a certain design, so to speak, a certain design. And I want to point that out to you. I pointed that I saw this here. This was from the January 1st situation where that guy plowed into all those people. January 1st in New Orleans. See that design there? It looked like the design, so to speak, of the thing that they put in your head, right? See that there? And I was asking myself, you know, in comparison, let's run it. Neuralink. It looked like that. I'm not picking on, I'm just saying it looked like the Neuralink. It looked like that design. Now, what looked like that design? This is the apartment of the guy who plowed into the people in New Orleans. The reporter was in his house, and I saw this. And I was like, man, and I saw the rock colors of red and gold and looked like a hint of purple, the sun god. And one of the candidates that they had showed, he see this here? See this design here? Watch this.
Then look, see the rays of the sun like the sun god right in front of you? There's the cop.
Got the sun god.
And this guy, he was there. He was running for office, but I kept seeing this.
See this here? I saw this design, the same, like a V. It looked like the Neuralink. And he had on, like I said, the purple. Let's go back because I don't want to lose my space. I want to get into this today because I think it's vitally important to talk about images on a timing basis. How is it that all of a sudden you've got these designs, you've got these images, and you go to bed thinking like, nah, this couldn't be. But yet, to be honest with you, it's there. And you can't deny it. So let me start with this thing and let me go from there, okay? I think you guys will be asking the same questions. Now, Justin Trudeau made, when he made his announcement back in the day to retire, I was very suspicious. I did a video on it. And I believe that the Antichrist, what he's doing, certain people are stepping down and they're washing their hands of what they used to do, okay? So Justin Trudeau, I want to show you some numbers. This is, again, when I look at this tragedy that happened yesterday in Canada, where this guy plowed through at a Filipino festival, killed 11 people. So far, that number is holding at 11. That even made me think, 11, and I'm gonna show you why. Something stinks, people. I'm trying to dance around it, but I gotta be blunt. Something stinks. Let's get into it. Justin Trudeau announced his intention to resign as Prime Minister of Canada January 6th. Okay, January 6th. He formally stepped down March 12th, 3/12, okay? 3/12. I'm sorry, 3/14. Let's look at something. March 14th is what number day of the year, Gregorian calendar?
73rd day. According to
73rd day.
Wikipedia, March 14th is the 73rd.
So 73rd day of the year, he resigned. Okay, so we got that out the way. Now, check this out. Let's look at these dates. January 6th, he made his announcement to step down. That's why they're having the election today, right? January 6th, 2025. And yesterday we had the incident of all these people dying. God bless them. 4/27/2025. The difference is 1/11. So from the day that Justin Trudeau said he was going to step down from being the prime minister to the day that this incident happened was 111 days. Now, what is 1/11? Well, people, 7 days prior to that was April 21st. April 21st was the 111th day of the year. That was the day that the Pope died. April 21st was the 111th day of the year. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when this just came up, I was like, okay, is that coincidence? From the day that Justin Trudeau made his announcement to the day that this happened was exactly 1/11, just like, the Pope. Now look at this here. He did retire. He resigned on 3/14/2025. Subtract that from yesterday's date, incident, that's 44 days. Coincidentally, Barack Obama was the 44th president. My question is there influence going on in that area? Will there be? I need to check some numbers in terms of some dates too. So I'll see if I have time to do that. Now, here's some faces who are running for office in Canada, okay? Many of these people I saw yesterday as I did my research, okay? I asked myself after I saw this vehicle that plowed into all those people. I told you when I did my video that this looked like a snake to me. That's the car. Look at that, look like a mouth and two eyes. To me, that's what it looks like. It looked like it was superimposed in there, okay? Now, before I do that, let me, how is it that the vehicle just happened to be in front of Taco Chihi, and it's got the rays of the sun? I found that very interesting because we got the golden age going on, announced by Trump. We have the revelations I've been showing you guys for years now about the sun god Ra. All the vendor trucks that were there, all the food trucks, because the car, this guy who said he had mental health issues, he ran through the entrance where it was for the food trucks. What are the odds that he would stop right there? You understand what I'm saying? That made it very fishy to me, okay? Let me go further. Listen to this here.
On this tragedy, Briella.
So Shani and Dan, just an awful story. 11 people are dead and dozens more, as you mentioned, injured. The victims ranging in age from 5 to 65 years old. Police say the 30-year-old suspect has a significant history of interactions with police and doctors for mental health issues. Kai G. Adam Lowe was charged with 8 counts of second-degree murder so far in a video appearance before a judge. That all happened yesterday. He has yet to enter a plea, though. Police allege Lowe killed 11 people, including a 5-year-old, when he rammed a black Audi SUV through a massive crowd at the Lapu-Lapu Filipino Heritage Festival just after 8 o'clock Saturday night.
The actions of a single person shattered our collective sense of safety. It is impossible to overstate how many lives have been impacted forever by this lone individual.
Families lost a sister, a brother, a mother, a father, a son, or a daughter. Those families are living every family's nightmare.
Tens of thousands of people were in attendance. The event took place on school property in a secured area, but the SUV plowed down a...
It plowed through. Now, I want to show you guys, as I go through methodically, what I'm looking at. His name was Kaiji Adam Lowe. That comes out to 84. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Is that coincidence? Is that coincidence? That's the guy. Now, Black Eyed Peas were there performing. Watch this here.
The app closed out the event. Eyewitness reports suggest there were wooden barricades in place to control traffic on 43rd Avenue. After 8 p.m. with the concert over, hundreds of people began emptying into the street, while vendors and food trucks began packing up and temporary barriers were moved to allow vehicles through. This is when a black Audi SUV began moving east along 43rd Avenue, accelerating into the street.
I hear boom, boom, boom. It was the guy with the car crushing all the people from here all the way there.
It was horrific. It was just, people were screaming, shouting, everyone's just running back saying, we gotta leave, it's really bad, it's really bad.
I walked down the fence line of the sidewalk and I started seeing bodies and injured people. I saw a lady yelling, saying she can't feel her legs.
Online video shows the suspect vehicle with airbags deployed stopped near one of the food trucks. Authorities say bystanders at the crash scene restrained the driver until police arrived. With many fatalities and dozens of injuries emerged.
All right, we have that. Now, check this out. He was the acting police chief. I believe that's his title. Listen to what he has to say. Someone asked a serious question, which I had as well.
I understand there were no dump trucks that were blocking access, and just standard at events, that's been standard since before 2015.
This is an event that's occurred, this is the second year from my understanding. The crowd size was fluid throughout the day. It went all the way maybe up to a few thousand, 100,000. I've heard those numbers. It was fluid, and it was the second year. And again, it goes through a robust assessment, security assessment. And this event was assessed along with other stakeholders that we have a system for.
But why no dump trucks, especially after what happened in New Orleans and New Year's Day?
Right, like again, those are facts that we're going to work through tomorrow and look at what community leaders we liaise with when we decided on the actual deployment.
Was there any?
Now again, the guy plowed through the passage area that allowed the food trucks to go in and out. And as they were exiting, or the area was opened up for the food trucks to exit, that's when this guy plowed through. Wouldn't you think, like the person asked, I'm assuming a news reporter, wouldn't you think after the aftermath of the New Orleans situation that they would have had armed guards there, and or, like he said, snow plows or something there, having access or for you to leave only when those are moved back? Do you understand? That's a valid question. It's a valid question. Now, I was doing some math as I was listening to this. They kept saying between 5 to 65 years old is the range of age. Remember they said from 5 to 65? So I put 565 divided by yesterday's date. I believe yesterday was 118th day of the year. Whether it was or not, it's not gonna make too much of a difference in the math. 565 divided by 118 gives you 4.7. Just drop the decimal, you get 47. You get Trump. I'm just putting it out there. In fact, you get 4788. Trump's text number is 88022. Just thought I'd throw that in the mix. Between ages of 5 to 65, I put 565 divided by yesterday was 118th day of the year. Look, come on, you can't get no accurate than that. You lose a decimal point, you got Trump, 47, and you got 88. Trump's text number, 88022. What are the odds? Now, check this out. This is one of the candidates. Look at the colors. I'm assuming that's his wife. She's got on the burgundy. Okay? It's one of the candidates. He's running for office to replace Trudeau. His wife's got on the maroon, like the purple. And look at the background. Come on, y'all. Is this coincidence? I'm going to show you a video on that in a second in terms of these colors. There's nothing wrong with the colors. You can wear the colors. God bless the colors. No problem. But when I see it, my antennas go up.
I just wanted to be here today with you in solidarity after the terrible attacks that we witnessed in British Columbia. I know many of you are shocked, heartbroken, and saddened by this senseless act of violence and by the innocent and treasured lives that have been lost. And Anna and I just wanted you all to know that our hearts are with you today. All Canadians are united in solidarity.
All right, so that was him yesterday. And like I said, I showed this the other day, the vehicle that stopped right in front of the truck that looks like the sun god, right? And then, like I said, it looks like a snake. When I look at the other angles, it's hard to see it, but I'm not really seeing, if you look at other angles and other news feeds, I don't see this on the side to me. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Okay? And then I want to point out, this is one of the candidates that's running for office. He had the maroon on too. People, look, what are the odds? He was there at the festival. He happened to have the maroon on, right? I don't know if he was there at that time, but he had spoke earlier. He was on there. He was politicking yesterday. Look, the maroon. And then, like I said, they got on the Tiffany blue, and she got on the maroon, like the purple. Do you follow my logic? Now watch this here.
And they're really sad also.
They interviewed her, and she's got on the black and white. Black and white means you play both sides, like Republican versus Democrat. Plus, who's from New York? Trump. Who's from New York? Trump. Is that coincidence she got a New York hat? I'm just asking.
School at St. Andrews, and they're really shocked for what happened.
And what does that say? What does it say, people? And what is that? Isn't that burgundy? People, I do this for a living. I gotta call it as I see it. Tell me how you feel in the comment section. Trump is from New York. He went to New Jersey the other day once he left Rome. That was his first stop. This is New York. And look at this here, 47. All the people who are there, they just happened to interview her, and she got on 47, New York, and the burgundy. Come on, man.
And they're really sad also.
Officials will not identify the deceased yet, but some online fundraiser pages are popping up asking for financial support to bring the remains of loved ones back to the Philippines. Premier David Eby says he's trying to help the Consul General of the Philippines connect with the victims. It's not...
I believe this guy is a candidate as well, or he was an organizer. Either way, when I saw his news conference yesterday, he talked a long time. Look what you got. Purple and the gold. This is the area that they chose for him to speak at, and right above, boom. Okay? And then what's behind him also? The car that says 911. Of course, all cars say 911. But people, I'm a journalist. I dig and I look. Is it coincidence that he's got the purple and the gold, 911? Of course, that's a telephone pole, like a cross, which could mean sacrifice. And like I said, here she is, New York. When you put it together, is there another story? Are they trying to tell us something for the future? New York, 47. New York, 47, 911, purple and gold. Come on, man. And a cross for sacrifice. Come on, man. Look, people, I'm just telling you what I saw. I'm doing the research. I'm like, Pearson, you saw this, and my mind went in retrospect yesterday. Like, okay. And then watch this here. These are the colors I was telling you about. We need to learn about. A group back in the day called the Phoenicians. They were fiendish. If they wanted power, if they wanted positions, if they wanted territory, they knew how to appease the gods of Moloch, Baal, and Satan. And so the Phoenicians, they were seamen. They went out to the sea to collect clams or seashell. In there was a purple dye. Their two main colors are purple and Tiffany blue. Their two main colors are purple and Tiffany blue, like a burgundy and a blue. Do you understand? That's just how they speak. There's nothing wrong with the colors, but this is how they speak. They're power hungry. I believe these demons are back.
Check this out.
A lot of now let me build on this thing. Watch this quick video. They're making it out. See? From sea snails. They're getting the purple dye out of there. See that? Tyranian purple dye. See that? That's how they make the purple back in the day. They still make it the same way. This is history. Only the royalty had this back in the day because it's so expensive. That's why you see the purple crown, rent, stuff like that. Only the rich folks could afford that back in the day. See that? Tyranian purple, the Phoenicians. And the colors will not always be exactly purple or Tiffany blue. Those are the two colors of the Phoenicians. Like I said, you can wear them. There's nothing wrong with the colors, but this is how they speak when they have events. And they got it from where? $2,500 a gram. Look at it again. They make it from snails. They make it from the snails or seashell. Now, I forgot about something earlier I want to point out. You see this here? When they had their meeting, look at that, people. I don't think it could be more obvious that we should suspect what we're looking at. Look.
Grieving. I'm heartbroken.
Last night was extremely difficult, and the community...
Look at the colors that's right next to them. Look at the colors, people. Look at the colors that's right next to these people. And then they wind up speaking. These same two. There they are right there, the same two people. Look at the colors that surround them. Like a burgundy and a Tiffany blue. So you look at that, and then you go watch this film. Even, look at this. Look, Phoenician. What are the odds, people? What are the odds? You got these colors. Look at the, come on, people, come on. Look at her, look at this color. People, I think we should suspect something's going on. Was this a sacrifice? After all this information, tell me what you really, really think. My condolences to these families. But something else has got to be going on. These are too many coincidences. I'll put that video in the description. God bless.